Hi, welcome to the Catholic Certificate in Religious Studies, otherwise known as CCRS at Newman University. My name is Eamon Elliott, and basically I'm responsible for coordinating the course at Newman University. There are many centres up and down the country, but in terms of local provision, we are the only providers in and around Birmingham that offer the CCRS course. So basically, if you have got any queries about the course, simply email me, contact me, and I'll quite happily get back to you about any questions you may have. But this presentation is really just to give you a very quick overview about what the course involves and why you should consider undertaking it as an additional extra to anything else you may be undertaking at Newman. So first of all, the course is primarily designed for anybody that's interested in working in Catholic education. The Bishops of England and Wales encourage all teachers to have this particular certificate. So it is highly desirable. It's not compulsory, but it's a highly desirable qualification to have. So if you're thinking about working in Catholic schools, or simply want to keep your options open, or maybe you simply want to increase your own understanding about the Christian faith, then this is worth thinking about quite seriously. It's open to anybody. It's not just for Catholics, and that's really important to stress. If you are Catholic, then wonderful, that's great. You will have a certain background knowledge that you can bring to the course and it will help you. But if you're not Catholic, then the course is also there for you. We have many teachers over the years, students and teachers that undertake the course, and some are Catholic, some are not Catholic. You don't have to be a Catholic to apply to a Catholic school. Catholic schools, at the end of the day, are looking for excellent teachers, whatever their background is. But they're also very keen to have teachers that are able to demonstrate a knowledge and understanding about the Catholic faith. So by having CCRS, you will have demonstrated to a potential school in the future that you know what is involved in working in a Catholic school. So the course itself is spread over 2 years. I'll explain a little bit about how the timetabling works because we've got two groups and they work slightly differently. But you have 8 units of work or 8 modules. So you complete 4 in the first year and 4 again in the second year. The timetable I'll come to very shortly. Now, each unit of work normally consists of 4 sessions if you attend the evening class, or 3 sessions if you attend a daytime class. The daytime class is a little bit longer. At the end of each module, you will have an assignment, and it's normally a 1,500-word assignment. Sometimes, depending on the nature of the module, the tutor might decide that there's going to be a presentation or portfolio or some other kind of task, but it will always be equivalent to the idea of a 1,500-word assignment. Now, in order to pass each module, the assessment is carried out by obviously completing the assignment itself, but also it's based on attendance, and that's really important. If you don't attend, then you risk not passing that particular module for CCRS, and then in turn that could have an impact on you getting a certificate at the end of the course. Sometimes we have students who come to Newman and they've already got a degree in theology or religious studies. And if you are in that particular situation, then contact me because it may be possible to claim some exemptions. Now, a place on the course is only guaranteed once we have a registration, and I'll explain how that works towards the end of the presentation. And what happens then is that your name is forwarded to the Board of Religious Studies in London. They operate on behalf of the Bishops of England and Wales, and they can see that you're a CSOS student and that you are in the process of undertaking the course. Now, payment for the course is all done online. I don't actually deal with that side of it as our finance department, but the details regarding that will be emailed to you once we've got your registration form and actually got you registered on the course. Okay, I must stress that there are no refunds. There's a team of people who work on this particular course, so I coordinate it and I teach on some of the modules, but there are other team members. Therefore, there are costs, additional costs involved in making sure that this course can take place. So this is just to give you an idea of the units of work, and depending on which group you decide to join, whether it's the daytime group or the evening group, you'll be doing these modules in a different order. But that's just to give you a taste of the sort of things that we'll be covering. 6 of those modules are core modules, so wherever you go in the country, you'll be undertaking them. The 2 specialised modules that we have at Newman is RE1 and RE2, and that's because most of our students are thinking about teaching. If you were to go elsewhere, those specialised modules might be different. So, for example, it might be chaplaincy or some kind of pastoral based work. But at Newman, we concentrate on the RE side of things and what that means for a Catholic school. Okay, so I said I'd explain the timetable because there is a difference here. Our undergraduates quite often will join the Wednesday afternoon group. Now, that's only for semester 1. So it's a longer time. So you've got 1:30 until 5, and it's every single week for semester 1. There is no CCRS in semester 2, so no CCRS after Christmas, basically. And the reason we organise it that way is because of school placements. So it's very intensive, but some people prefer to work intensive and get it all sorted in that first semester. Alternatively, we have a Tuesday evening group. The time for that is shorter, it's 5:30 until 8 o'clock, but it's spread over semester 1 and semester 2. So 2 modules are done before Christmas and 2 modules are done after Christmas, but before Easter. There is nothing in the summer term, basically. So the shorter sessions, okay, and for depending on your own commitments, you might have commitments of part-time work, you might have family commitments, that might be more suitable for you. The Tuesday evening group tends to be a mixture of undergrads, PGCE students and school direct students, and full-time teachers that have already got a position in school, in a Catholic school, but they've been recommended to undertake CCRS. So it really comes down to your personal choice. And if you have got any questions or you want to know anything more about it, just contact me and I'll quite happily chat that through with you. Okay, so in order to be registered, okay, you need to complete an application form before the course starts. And this is really important. The course begins the last week of September. So don't delay. Sometimes I have students who will come up to me 2-3 weeks after the course has started, and it's too late, unfortunately, to get them registered. So if you're interested in doing the course, then contact me ASAP. Don't put it off. My email address is there on the screen, or alternatively, if you type in CCRS via the Newman homepage, you can apply online. Now, unfortunately, there is a payment, but we are able to reduce it for our students. So basically, if you're an undergraduate or PGCE or in some way you're a Newman student undertaking their course, then you get a reduced fee of £160 for the first year, and then in the second year, another £160. If you're an external student coming in from school, then it will be £320 for the first year and another £320 for the second year. Sometimes, if you're lucky, schools will help to supplement that. The best thing to do is to talk to your head teacher or deputy head at the school about that. And again, details about how to pay will be sent to you online. All money is non-refundable. And a reminder that full attendance in the course and the completion of assignments is needed in order to gain the certificate. So some of the frequently asked questions that tend to come up, and hopefully I've answered some of these already, but do I have to be Catholic? No. CCRS is there for everybody. And even if you are Catholic, the school will still ask you, have you undertaken CCRS? It's the only way schools can see any kind of effort by the individual to find out more about the Catholic faith. So it's for Catholics and for anybody of any other religion or no religion at all. Sometimes I get asked, is it possible to complete the course in 1 year? Putting it straightforwardly, I simply say no. Okay, it's too complicated to try and do that. And anyway, the recommendation is to do it over 2 years. If you're on placement and it's a long distance placement, first of all, I always say, let the school know that you've got an evening course, for example. They won't let you go during the daytime, but in the evening, they might let you out slightly early for that. Worst case scenario, it might mean that you have to defer a particular module until a later stage, and that's normally at no extra cost. Is it possible to complete CSOS somewhere else? The answer is yes, you can. There are several centres up and down the country. But as I said at the beginning of the presentation, we are the only centre that offers it in Birmingham. So if you want some face-to-face teaching with some online activities and online teaching, then basically the combination of both, we're able to offer that to you, and we can offer that at a reduced rate. But if you want to do it fully online, or you want to do it via correspondence, or maybe you're thinking about starting the course here and for some reason finishing it elsewhere, then go to www.brs-ccrs.org.uk, and you can get plenty more information there. That's the national website for CCRS. Once you've completed your forms, either hand them in to one of the faculty offices, so Faculty of Education or Faculty of Art and Social Professional Studies. If you ask anybody, they'll point you in the right direction for that. Or if you want to, you can email that to me. Alternatively, you simply apply online. We've already explained about exemptions, so if you have got a theology or religious studies degree, just contact me separately about that. Sometimes we have students from Ireland and they ask, is it valid in Ireland? And the answer is basically yes, but I always say this, check with the local schools in the area of Ireland you plan to go back to. Very often there tends to be a top-up that you need to do for the Irish bishops, which goes alongside the CCRS side of things. What happens if you don't complete within 2 years? We encourage you to do it in 2 years for a variety of reasons, but you are actually allowed up to 5 years. So say, for example, you get to the end of year 1 and something happens and you want to delay it, then you can complete it at a later date. The only thing to bear in mind is that we run the course on a 2-year cycle. So it's a little bit fiddly, but it can be done, okay? So if you want any more information, you've got my details, you've got my email address there, you've got the national website details there. But all I would say for now is that, the bottom line is this: if you're thinking about working in Catholic schools, this is worth serious consideration. Any questions, please just email me, contact me, and I can talk to you face to face, or even organise an online meeting of some description as well. I hope that's been helpful, and good luck with your studies. Thank you.